What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. My name is Charlie, and today what we're going to do is we're going to get into Plumeria and Salazzle's 1 out of 5 through 5 out of 5 Sync Grid build guide. And we're going to start right now. First, we're going to check out Plumeria and Salazzle. Over here, we're going to check out their stats. So health is their strike unit, and so with a strike unit, what you always want to do is you always want to focus on their ability to inflict damage, and don't look at how much damage they can take and their defenses, because that's not what they're designed to do. These units are designed to deal damage, and even like with Salazzle, possibly be even a support unit. So let's get into it. The health is meh. The attack meh, because she's a special attacker. Defense is okay meh. The special attack though, 37 in the game, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But again, she does more than just output damage, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Special defense is okay. I mean, it's not too bad. The speed, though, number 9 in the game. That's very important for not just her ability to inflict damage or to do as many attacks as possible, but it also helps out with her sync grid later on. And bulk stats are relevant now, so we don't worry about that anymore. So Smog, moveset. Smog has a moderately good chance of leaving the target poisoned. Doesn't do that much damage, but the moderately good chance of leaving the target poisoned is, you know, with the right sync grid for her build out, she's kind of like a tech striker, to be honest with you, because she can do damage with Sludge Wave, but you also want to poison the team. That's what she's there to do, is to poison teams. So let's check out the move gauge boost. Increases the move gauge by 3. Really useful, because Sludge Wave is a 3 gauge move, and it does 97 or 100 up to 116 base damage depending on how powered up she is. Has a very small chance of leaving the target poisoned. So that's why you want to focus on Smog if you want to poison the team outright. And then Sludge Wave, which is an AoE attack, so it's going to damage all the opponents. And it has a smaller chance, that's why it has a smaller chance of poisoning, because it's going against all the opponents. So you could very well poison the entire opposing team, which is pretty OP. She has Out of My Way as a trainer move. Raises the user's special attack and speed up to 3 stat ranks based on the amount remaining in the user's move gauge. So it's like Brennan and Sceptile's trainer move, where it'll use the move gauge, and depending on how much move gauge is used, up to 3 bars, it'll power up your special attack and speed here. And we see right here, it can power up if you have a move gauge of 6 here. You can get special attack plus 3, speed plus 3. So not too bad. Very useful. Sync move is Wicked Enforcer Acid Downpour. Does 250 or 300 damage depending on how powered up it is. Now, she has some really good passive skills. Super duper effective too. Powers up moves that are super effective. Really useful against the sync pairs that are weak to poison. And Antitoxin, which prevents her from getting poisoned or badly poisoned. And Flameproof, which prevents her from getting burned. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now that we know the passive skills, what lucky skill should we use for Salazzle? Well, there's 2 possible best lucky skills to use for Salazzle, depending on how you build her out, and depending what kind of team you want to put her on. There's Troublemaker, which will increase the chance and likelihood of poisoning or inflicting a status condition, which in Salazzle's case would be poison. Or there's also haste, which makes sure that your speed cannot be lowered. Now, why have I been emphasizing speed throughout her stats and moves and stuff like that? Well, and lucky skill. Well, we'll hop over to her sync grid now. So for her sync grid, this is the 1 out of 5 sync grid. In the upper right hand corner, we got Smog, Accuracy, plus 20. You can pretty much just get everything except for these like HP boosters for the 1 out of 5 build. We got the Move Gauge boost MP Refresh 3, Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, and Sludge Wave Move Gauge Refresh 2, plus a power up for Sludge Wave as well. But you get all these defense and special attack nodes. Yeah, so you're powering up and speed notes as well. Alright, we'll move on to the first 2 out of 5. So that's 2 out of 5. Sync grid. Up in the right hand corner, we got Burst In, which ensures the user's next attack will be a critical hit when the Pokemon enters a battle. We have Smog, Move Gauge Refresh 4, all the Smog boosts. This is a Smog build if you haven't noticed. In the bottom right hand corner, we got Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, Smog Staggering 4, which has a good chance of making the target flinch when an attack is used. So not only with Smog are you going to inflict poison, but you're also going to get them to flinch, which is really, really cool. Again, this is more of a tech support kind of a strike build, because you're not really doing strike damage per se. You're poisoning, you're flinching. And we've got Agile Entry, which raises your sharply raises your evasiveness when you enter the battle. Not too bad. We did increase the special attack here, but we could take that away and do like a defense or a special defense. We could do some more HP if we wanted to. It really depends on what you want to do. Alright, but this is more of a tech strike / support type of a unit. And we'll move on to the next one. This of course is going to be Sludge Wave build out. In the upper left hand corner we got Move Gauge Boost, Move Gauge Refresh 9, which increases the user move gauge when a move is successful. We did Out of My Way MP Refresh 3. And in the bottom left hand corner, oh my god, I'm so bad at saying that right now. Sludge Wave Move Gauge Refresh 2. That is a mouthful. Plus we grab more Sludge Wave power-ups and Sludge Wave Move Gauge Refresh 2 there. So you get essentially a Move Gauge Refresh 4. So that's what, 40% to a Move Gauge Refresh whenever you use Sludge Wave. Really, really useful. Now, instead of doing the Move Gauge boost, Move Gauge Refresh 9, you could just go back down to the Move Gauge boost MP Refresh 3. And then with that one, you have 3 energy remaining, so you can actually do like more defense, more special defense, or more HP. Really depends on you. Yeah, I think that should be good for this one. Yeah. So you can do either that and that, or this, or that. Or you could, if you wanted to, do, instead of, the reason why we do the Move Gauge boost is so that you can do as much Sludge Wave damage as possible. But you could come over here to the Smog Staggering 4 and also do flinch on all the opponents, since this is an AoE attack. I mean, it's up to you how you want to play it, but this way you can really be like a strikes tech unit, or you can just go full strike unit with the Move Gauge boost MP Refresh or the Move Gauge Refresh 9. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. This one is grabbing up all the like nodes that we can for boosting our stats. And so it's a general build out for just trying to increase your stats / do as much damage as you can with either move. Again, I do these to sort of show the diversity of the sync grids. We did grab the Move Gauge Boost MP Refresh 3 and the Move Gauge Boost Move Gauge Refresh 9. So what these do, essentially you can just spam moves. That's what this one's all about, just spamming moves. You can either spam Smog over here, you can spam Sludge Wave down here. We'll move on to the next one. This is sort of like a dual Smog Sludge Wave build. We grabbed the Move Gauge Boost MP Refresh 3, the Smog Move Gauge Refresh 4, so you have a 40% chance of refreshing your move gauge when you use Smog. We grabbed the Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, and the Sludge Wave Move Gauge MP Refresh 2, plus powering up Sludge Wave. So you can just use either attack. It's kind of like the last build out, but with powering up the attacks and focusing more on the move gauge refreshes for the attacks themselves. Alright, this is our first 3 out of 5 through 5 out of 5 build out. This is the Smog build out for 3 out of 5. We went ahead and grabbed that special attack plus 30 in the upper left hand corner there with the Move Gauge Boost Move Gauge Refresh 9. We could have gone over to build up, but that's more for like a sync grid build to get up to that special attack plus 30. Up here in the upper right hand corner we have Harry 3, which uses up 10 energy and powers up moves when the target is flinching, which we could do. Man, I guess we could switch that one out for right now for Burst In, because with that one you really want it to have the Smog staggering 4. So actually, let's do this. How about we do this? Instead of that special attack plus 30, instead of doing that one, we'll go do the Move Gauge Boost MP Refresh 3. Since we have 14, that's going to be difficult to get to, because that's 10, so we only have 4 left over. So we can get rid of that HP plus 20, and we can do this. So we can do our Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, and then get the Smog Staggering 4, which has the good chance of making the target flinch, and combine that with Harry 3, which powers up moves when the target is flinching, and we do more damage with Smog, while also trying to poison the opposing team. It's a pretty good build. It's not too bad. It's really not too bad. But if you wanted to do, I think the next one is, yeah, so this next one is a sort of flinch, like really tech build out. So for this one, we have Toxic Power 3 in the bottom right hand corner, which powers up moves when the target is poisoned or badly poisoned, which Smog will do. We got the Smog accuracy there. We have Endurance, which if the Pokemon enters battle with full HP, allows it to endure a single overwhelming attack with 1 HP left, so that you can tank a little bit. But it's mainly to ensure that you can do more tech strikes. We got the Smog Staggering 4, Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, and then it all combines with Harry 3, the Smog Move Gauge Refresh 4, and again that Smog Accuracy plus 20, because this is sort of like a you're focusing on a single opponent with this. You want to inflict a flinch on them, you want to inflict poison or badly poison them, and you also want to make sure that Smog's hitting. So that's why we grab the accuracy. You're not focusing on doing as much strike damage per se. This is definitely a tech build, guys. Salazzle is very good at what she does, but what she does isn't like brute force. Remember that. She's not a brute force unit. That's Golisopod. She teams up with Golisopod very, very well. Alright, so this one is the Sludge Wave build. We did grab that special attack plus 30 up there. We used the build up to get to it, which ensures the user's next attack will be a critical hit after using a sync move. So you want to use a sync move, and then you can do a critical hit with Sludge Wave against all the opponents, which is really, really good. We've got the Sludge Wave. God, dude, how many times am I going to mess that up? Sludge Wave Move Gauge Refresh 2 for both of them. And then all of these power-ups. We didn't go for the special attacks here, although we could. I mean, I suppose we could, because those are +5, so those are going to do +5 over these +4s. So what if we did this? We do boop, 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 like that. And then we do that to link everything. So instead of doing the +8 here, we're actually doing an extra 15 damage instead of an extra 8 damage. So it's doing a little bit more damage. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good build out. I might actually use this as my Salazzle sync grid. Just as a general, like, doing damage kind of a thing, because this is pretty good. I like this build. Alright, moving on. Here's another Sludge Wave build out. We did the Out of My Way MP Refresh and the Toxic Power 3, which powers up moves when the target is poisoned or badly poisoned. So what you're wanting to do with this one is inflict poison either through Smog or with Sludge Wave, which can inflict poison but at a lesser rate, and just continuing to use Sludge Wave to do as much damage as possible. So this is like a DP, not a DPS, but like a max damage kind of a build out for Sludge Wave. And then finally, we have the Sync Bomb build. That's sort of like the tradition for Sync grid videos for me. We always end up with the Sync Bomb build. Of course, we grab the 2 Wicked Enforcer Acid Downpour +25 power-ups. We grab the Out of My Way MP Refresh 3, because that, remember, Out of My Way increases your speed as well as your special attack. So that we use that in conjunction with Build Up, which ensures the user's next attack will be a critical hit after a sync move. So you use that, you'll Sync Bomb, boom, your next move's a critical hit. We grab that special attack +30, and then Inertia. This is like the key to Plumeria's Sync Bomb build. The higher the user's speed, the more it powers up sync moves. Yes. Remember, what is it? Out of My Way powers up your speed and your special attack, and then you're using Inertia for powering up your sync moves because you powered up your speed. Like, the synergy for the sync grid is pretty good. This is a really good Sync Bomb build. I'm excited to test it out in the future. But yeah, guys, these are my recommended builds for Plumeria and Salazzle. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you've been entertained or enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not already, so you never miss out on any of my daily Pokemon Masters content. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Later.